Alright guys, what we got going on today is I finally got my bottom torso. Now this will be hung upside down so all the guts look like they're falling out. So I got some vertebrae in there and some guts and all that goody stuff. So I'm getting ready to mold this, and that's what it's going to look like. I'm using an old mannequin bust so I can get me a decent shape on it. Now, it isn't going to matter too much on the looks of it because it's going to be, it'll have shoes on and have jeans on, but you kind of get the idea, and we'll paint the guts, of course, and put some blood and all that goody stuff on it, and then you'll have your hanging prop, and I'll have another 250-pound mold. But anyway, I hope you enjoy. I'll show you after we get her molded up and go from there. All right, this is kind of part two of the process of getting ready to mold. For me is what I did is I just built a rectangle mold for it. Then I went around on the inside and put clay so the ultra crown stuff does not leak out. If it does, you have a big mess like that, and it leaks all over my welder. So just food for thought. Now that we got this, we will put some pledge. I'm going to use pledge all over everything. We'll just use regular household pledge. We'll spray everything down, and we'll start mixing our ultra cow and going to town with it. So I will see you in a bit with hopefully a mold. All right, there's our mold. She's set up pretty good. She's still green. We're going to go ahead and take the forms off of it, and that way it can breathe a little bit more and be able to dry out even more. So we'll probably wait till tomorrow and go ahead and just pick it up and turn it over and take everything out, all the clay and the dummy and all that stuff, hopefully. So that's where we're at. All right, guys, so you didn't see me sculpting on this very much. I did very little. I posted it on Facebook. But this is going to be a surprise to you as much as it is to me. So me and Jay's going to turn this bad boy over, get it unstuck from the table, turn it over, and see what kind of damage we have, or maybe it's in good shape. So come along for the ride. All right, there's the mold that we just demolded. And this is why you do not use plaster of Paris. I figured I'd give it a shot because everybody talked how weak it is. And there you go. When you're doing something this big, something small would probably be fine. Something this huge is a no-go. So we put all this time and effort into this mold sculpting and mold making, and that's what you get. So we'll throw that in a dumpster and we'll start over and use Ultra Cal. Something a little bit more stronger stone than plaster of Paris, so we can have a good mold. But wanted to share that with you, so now you know. Do not use plaster of Paris on something this big and heavy. We're probably looking at probably 300 pounds right there. That's why you don't use plaster of Paris. You can see how bad it cracked all the way. It just shattered. So well, anyway, guys, there you go. That was an unsuccessful attempt at making a huge mold that size with plaster of Paris. Now, for the record, I did use 1 bag of Ultra Cal in there. Obviously, it wasn't enough, and I'm going to strongly suggest against that. For the sake of, that's a lot of work. That's a lot of mixing, sculpting, you know, pouring and all that stuff, and it could get costly. So I probably had like $100 into the Ultra Cal and the plaster of Paris, because prices are going up on everything. But I wanted to share this experience with you so you know everything I do is not perfect. Everything that you're going to do is not always going to turn out properly or right. The whole thing is just experimentation and learning your just learning different ways of doing things, and then you come to your own conclusions. So small stuff, plaster of Paris, sure. Something that big, absolutely not. So now what we have is a mess that I'm going to clean up, and we can reuse this clay. So we will reuse that clay to make some more guts on our next one. So you don't want to miss that one. I will come back and show you how to do a proper mold, but I wanted to share that with you so you know everything we do is not always glamorous. We make it look good on camera sometimes, but sometimes it's a fail, and I wanted to share this with you. Anyway, we appreciate you watching, and we'll see you on the next video. Don't forget to go over and check out my trio of brothers. That's David the Weird Kid Show and Keith at Cobwebs and Candlesticks. Come and check us out on Monster Misfits. Anyway, we'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.